During the goodbye, you were singing. By the way, my compliments. It was quite good.
My singing, thank you.
Yeah.
My voice.
Was it completely spontaneous?
Everything.
Wow.
Everything was spontaneous.
Yeah.
It pretty much most of the time was. Arne. Yeah. Good coach, really good coach. I was really happy when I heard that Liverpool is going for Arne Slot. So I was not involved in anything. It should not be like that. And I'm not this kind of guy in the background still having some strings and stuff like. I don't want that. The club is too big, too good. The people are too good. A lot of things changed since we left. But the only concern for me was, will they get a good coach? That's a big part of the decision to say that early. Because saying that early, and we all saw the market later on, developing coaching market, and thought, oh my God, there's no one in the market anymore. They will want to sack the coach, but don't know the manager, but don't know who to take. And Liverpool was early, and Liverpool got a top solution in Arne Slot. I liked his football a lot. He played it with Rotterdam, so that's really good. So now the Sevilla game, the preseason friendly.
At Anfield, yeah.
Yes, big parts of it were really good. And no, the league game, the second half was obviously really good. But it's not important that I like it. It's just you can see he's a very good coach and team. I know now better than most. Is a really good squad. Is a really good team. So that will work out really well.
Yeah. In front of me sits his biggest fan. You said.
Sorry? Yeah. From now on.
From now on.
yeah, exactly. No, it's true. I want him to do well. I want the club to do well. I want the players to do well. So, yeah. I think I said supporter. It's a bit of a different thing to fan.
Oh.
Where I support.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I really want. I want them to do really well. And that's exactly what we try to do in these 9 years. We try to build a foundation which other people don't have to change everything just to get it somehow in line again. And I think the foundation is good, but now new skills, new words, different approach to different things. You know that yourself. It will can help some to flourish even more.
Yeah, he said to Liverpool TV, I think, or other media, he said Jurgen left the club in a very good place.
We did. I know that.
Are you pleased to hear that?
He don't have to say that. I know it. It's not that it was not that I closed the door and I got away with it. So it was really, we knew that the team is a really good team. The problem in football is other clubs have good teams as well. So that's a bit of a problem. Yeah. And especially the competitors you have in the Premier League. But no, that's all fine. And
Arne called you as well, right?
No, he doesn't call me. We spoke. We spoke 1 or 2 times, I think. We texted a few more times, but there's nothing I can tell him what he couldn't know himself right now. It's again just from my side, just to give kind of a positive feedback in the beginning, because we are all human beings, and he worked his socks off. I know that because the tour is super intense. So an American tour in a year when you have Euros and Copa, you don't have the team together. But they come, you have 1 week until the first match day and stuff like that. So I think he had similar situation, but exactly the same situation, definitely not. And when I saw the games, that's why I watched it, not to think, how does it look? The work he did was obvious. Yeah. The idea is obvious, and that's the best you can say about a coach.
Yeah, and Pepijn and Arne knew each other already. They were talking a lot to each other.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, true.
Yeah. And we Dutchies, of course, are very proud that Arne is the coach of Liverpool. Erik ten Hag is the coach of Manchester United. Yeah. Do you think they're possession coaches or gegenpressing monsters, counter-pressing monsters? Arne is pressing. He loves pressing.
I know.
Yeah.
I just don't. They are. You mean Eric? No, nothing to say. It's really they all have. I don't know what they are. You have to ask them.
Yeah.
I like the football they play. I didn't speak to players. I didn't ask them how is training, how is that. Not at all. How is that? I'm not this kind of guy. I could read a little bit around social media, training, super stuff like that, but I knew that before. You will look Rotterdam. You cannot play like Rotterdam if the training is not good. There's no chance.
Yeah.
And that's why I knew that will be fine. Everybody will be fine. So it's all good. And I'm sure he didn't even have time yet to kind of settle, because he was just going for it. It's a lot of football in the beginning when you want to bring your ideas into the players' minds. That's a lot of work. And even if it's in some areas maybe not that much a difference, it's still a difference. And the little details make the difference. So it's a lot of work. And he did that. And now after Ipswich second half, he knows we can play really good, and if you don't play that good, then we struggle a little bit more, like against Ipswich in the first half. That's not news to him. That's not news to any football guy. But it's always important that you see the good stuff as well. So that's something he can pick up from. And yeah, I saw the goals. Nice goals.
Nice goals. And it can be a roller coaster, the Premier League.
Yeah, can be. can be. But he is now, I think it's now the first home game, huh? What is that, Brentford?
Brentford, yeah.
First home game. He will enjoy that.
How would you describe Pep Lijnders as a person?
Super guy, one of my favorite guys I ever met in my life. Top coach. Good friend, super loyal. It was my inspiration for the last 9 years. I learned so much of him. I'm pretty sure he learned a few things from me as well, but we just helped each other a lot, and just like him. And we were really quite successful together, and I always understood it in the right way. He could grow next to me. Maybe a few years he needed that. Maybe, I'm not sure, the last 2 years he needed it still, but that's what, because we were both really loyal to each other. So we just said, come on, let's do that. And when I said, that's it for me now, I knew it's time for him as well to do it by himself. And so that's why I'm really happy about what I'm seeing. Vito Matos, the same. Like it's even younger, which is crazy. But these boys nowadays, they start really early. I think Pep's coaching career is as long as mine. He just started when he was 17. No, it's I like him a lot.
You remember the first time you met him?
Yeah.
He was already there, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So I signed for Liverpool, and I had my two coaches, so Jacko and Pete. And Mike Gordon told me, I would like you to keep the one coach and a goalie coach. So goalie coach good, because I don't have a goalie coach. And then I asked, what is the other guy? What kind of guy is it? Yeah, he's the development coach. He's the connector between youth and, oh great, I never had that. Love the idea. Germany nobody pays for a coach like that. Mm-hmm. You want a second assistant for what? And what are you doing then? It's more the question in Germany. So I like the idea a lot. And then we had the first night, I think a lot of media things to do. And then the first night we met in the Hope Street Hotel. I sat next to John Achterberg, I remember that. And I think the next one was Pep, and that's when we met the first time. And from my side, it was more or less love on first sight, because I saw his passion for football. It was his excitement about everything. And when I think about Jurgen Klopp, I don't see myself as an exceptional coach or whatever. I don't think that way. But I know that some other people do that, and you could see it in Pep's eyes. Oh my God, that's
Jurgen Klopp.
You better listen in his mind. And that's how it started. And from that moment on,
did it change during the years, or did he keep looking at you?
No, it definitely changed.
Yeah,
we were like this. Maybe in the beginning it was a bit like that. In the end, we were really equal partners.
Yeah, there was a period he left you. He went spread his wings in the Netherlands. How did it influence him?
I don't think, I'm not sure if I believe that you have to fail once to get really in trouble to make the next step, but we all know it's a famous saying, you can learn more from defeats than from constant victories, stuff like that. I'm not sure it was a real defeat, but it wasn't well prepared. I think we can say that. I don't know exactly how Pepsi, we didn't speak a lot about it. No, it was not necessary really. I was overly happy that he came back. So I didn't want to ask what went wrong. But it was an experience, definitely. But you better ask him how it was there exactly. Probably you did it. but I think it was not well prepared. It was a bit in a rush. There was an opportunity. Let's do it. And I like his confidence. That it's really important in our job that you are convinced about the stuff you're doing, and that means you think pretty much, I can sort this. I can do this.
You need some confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. But actually, to sort things, probably you need to know more about the situation. I'm not sure he had all the information that time.
And now he has.
Definitely, it's a completely different thing. I think with Salzburg, the thing is a real win-win situation. It's so smart from him, but it's so smart from Salzburg. So that if Pep would describe himself, he would say, I love football. I love my family. Bam. Number one, I love football. And then I think pretty sure young players, his desire to develop these boys is crazy.
It's almost a perfect club.
He came into our office. I think I could write a book about the moment when he told me first time about Trent Alexander-Arnold. I mean, it's enough what he said for a book already. He described the boy. And now you have, and find a club, it's a chance to play European football, has a chance to play Champions League. Age group, I don't know, between 17 and 24, they have everything now, a little bit older goalie, all these kind of things. Salzburg wants a coach, they want to do the traditional Salzburg things, like against the ball, blah, 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 good organization. But with getting better, you need to have a better idea in possession. Pep has that, obviously. Yeah. We proved that over the years. And so it's so smart. And I really like that he did it and that they went for it. But he had a lot of options. I know I was pretty much, we trust each other a lot. So he asked me about what would you do here? I spoke to them, stuff like this. We have meanwhile the same agent as well. So I was in the loop, let me say it like that. And
fun process to watch, probably.
Sorry?
Fun process to witness for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On one side, I knew for me that's it, and then on the other side, for him it starts. So it's really nice. And that's why I said we text a lot, and I don't want to bother him or whatever. It's not really, but if he writes, I answer, and I watch the games. He
said, do you remember 4 months later after he went to the Netherlands, you already called him?
Yeah.
You remember what you said?
No. What I said or what he said?
To him.
What did I say? I wanted him back.
Yeah, you wanted him back, so you had to say something.
Yeah, I know. But I don't. What did I say? Probably. What do you think? I have an idea. So that may be something like that.
It was quite a big sentence, actually.
Yeah. Okay, then tell me. I don't.
We're gonna conquer the world.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. But we had that idea a couple of times, and actually we did.
You probably did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, we did. No, it's I knew that I definitely want him back. So over the years, I'm now long enough. I know myself long enough. Let me say. So my best strength is to identify people, good people, and to let them grow. I can do that. I don't know how. I couldn't really describe it, but I like watching it. Like people next to me really let them become the best version of themselves. My ego is no problem in that process. I have no problem with confidence. I have not too much. It's fine. I'm not a genius. I'm a hard worker. That's all. I know myself. But to have that, and I knew I want to see him. I want to see him grow.
It's funny. He went to the garden to call to you, and he came back, and Pep's wife knew straight away. Jurgen, right? Yeah.
You can see that probably today still.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
And you delivered. You conquered the world. What's your most beautiful memory in all those years? Can you even say that?
There were many. Oh, just purely game and football related is definitely the final whistle of the Champions League game. It might have been half a minute before, because I think in the last 20 seconds I walked to Pochettino, and I'm pretty sure before that I turned around to the coaches and just we look in each other's eyes, and probably with Pep as well. It's and each other. That's it now. And that's great. We had fantastic moments in the coaching dressing rooms, sitting there, looking in each other's eyes and just thinking, wow, how could that happen? So I would think the same if you look from outside. So I'm kind of curious. Sometimes you pictures, how is Pep Guardiola? What is he doing in a coaching dressing room? Stuff like this. When you see then afterwards a picture like an hour later with cigar or whatever. So it's like going already had a shower and these kind of things. So that's probably really interesting. But then I had these moments myself, obviously sitting there, and it's like in the lowest league, the same. There's a beer.
With Mainz as
you
well.
Look, you look each other in each other's eyes. Mainz is not the lowest league. Before that.
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry. You weren't that's like Bundesliga.
Yeah. No, you're right. So it's so good. And these are the purest moments you can get. There's nothing to do with the outside world is watching or whatever. This is really pure private, and we had great moments there.
He said to us, I was glad for Jurgen because of some lost finals.
I understand that. I was glad for myself as well. Yeah. No, you can see that. It's look now already. When I look back, and it's like I was part of 4 Champions League finals. That's quite an achievement. A lot of people can say that. I've always sometimes in recent times I tell people I lost more Champions League finals than most people play. There's both great and not so good. But it was very important that we won at least you won. One. Yeah. It was very helpful. And the difference between winning it and just qualifying for it is, it's the biggest you can imagine.
Yeah.